Hello, everyone, and welcome to our very first episode of the Business Building Book Club. That's right, usually this show will be airing at 11 a.m. Eastern on Fridays, but I was way too eager and I really wanted to get this first episode out there for you guys to watch and enjoy. Yeah, so every episode we're going to do a different chapter or section from one of my favorite business building books. And the book that we're going to start out with for the first part of this series is the brand new, rewritten, re-released edition of .com Secrets. So you can follow along with the original text or with the brand new version, and you can get your very own copy of this lovely hardcover book for free. That's right. So if you follow down, you can use my link, you can get the book for free. And you can follow along with the book club. So you can head on over to leadershipmade.com/DCS. That's leadershipmade.com/DCS. Woohoo! All right, so let's dive into this. I have an intro. Here we go. Let's play our intro.
What is it that you need to do in order to stand out in your field?
Of any business or background.
If you're looking to start an online business,
you needed one thing.
This is where you start, guys.
.com Secrets.
.com Secrets.
It's .com Secrets.
.com Secrets is the book.
USA Today bestseller.
By Russell Brunson.
Russell Brunson.
By Russell Brunson.
Creator of ClickFunnels.
This guy knows his stuff. This book is flat out amazing.
If you're new to online marketing or you need a refresher,
You're going to want to pick this book up.
It will change the way that you think about your business.
You need to own this book.
It will teach you how to create your offers.
Building your own email list.
I'm interested.
This book literally tells you how to go to a competitor, steal their traffic, and use it for your own.
Wow.
How to put together a funnel.
what your niche?
Now that makes sense to me.
There's just so much information.
It's actually a free book.
This is a really, really powerful book.
This book.
.com Secrets by Russell Brunson.
This is a must-have. You need to own it.
So you can amplify and transform your life and your business today.
That's right, you can get your own copy for free of the amazing .com Secrets. So welcome to the very first episode of the Business Building Book Club. Welcome one and welcome all. This series is going to take us through some of my favorite business building books and take a little deeper of a dive into them. So as I've said earlier, we're going to start out with the brand new re-released version of .com Secrets. Get your free copy now and let's follow along. So what's going to happen in this series is I'm going to read to you. We're going to have some chats, might have some video clips for you. Maybe I'll even have some audio clips for you. But what we're going to do is dive deeper into all of this stuff. So if you want to stay connected, you can. We're available on Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Periscope, Facebook, all those places. So keep in touch. Definitely keep in touch. So what I want to do first and foremost right off the bat is I want you to learn about this book straight from the author himself. And what better way to do that than to bring Russell here in video format just for you. So here we go. This is Russell, or this is a little bit about the book we're about to read.
So I want to kind of open it up and show you what's inside here, what you're going to find, and how it's going to help you to grow your company. And so if you read the title here, Tony Robbins wrote the foreword for the book, and he said that this is a simple process that any company can use to geometrically improve their traffic, their conversions, and their sales online. And I had a chance to work with Tony and his company applying these same principles, and it's something that's going to help you as well. So as you go through the book, you notice we break things down in a couple different sections. The first one is called Ladders and Funnels. Now, if you've heard me, if you know anything about me, I own a company called ClickFunnels, and people always ask me, like, what kind of funnel should I use for my business? How does it work? What's the process? And this explains to you exactly what a funnel is, how to identify who your dream customers are, and then get those people to actually come to you. In fact, the very beginning here, I share a formula I call my secret formula. And if you're at all like me, I'm a doodler. I have to doodle everything out or else it doesn't make sense. But I doodled out this process. Let me see if I can find it real quick for you here. called The Secret Formula. And the goal of this formula here is for you to really understand exactly who it is you're serving. Now, I don't know about you, but when I first started my business, I was just going and selling stuff because I was having a bunch of fun. And one day I woke up and I found out I had a bunch of customers that I didn't love serving. I wasn't happy, and I wanted to change things. This book helps you identify who are the people you actually want to work with, and then how do you reverse engineer things to get and to attract those people into your business and into your life. If you figure out just this secret number one, the very first step here, I promise you to make your business journey so much more fun. So we talk about that, and we talk about the concept of funnels. What is a funnel? How does it work? We talk about a value ladder. And every successful business on planet Earth has a value ladder. And if your business is struggling, it's because you're probably missing one of the rungs of your value ladder. Something's missing from the equation. As you go through here, I show you examples like, here's the value ladder for a dentist. Here's a value ladder for my company. Here's other people's value ladders. You can look at it through that lens and say, okay, where's the value ladder in my company? What am I missing? What piece is it that's not working? Because my guess is if you came to this page, you're looking for more, right? You wanted more, so you looked at this book, but you weren't quite sure what. This book will help you identify which piece it is that you're missing, and then you can go back and actually create that and plug it in. After talk about value ladders, and we show you how that equals how you turn that into an actual funnel. And we talk about traffic, the 3 types of traffic that come into your funnel. So you have traffic you control, traffic you don't control, and traffic you own. What's the difference? How do those all work together? And what's the goal of the first and the second? A lot of you guys are saying, I need to buy Facebook ads, or I need to do SEO, and you're looking at the different options, but you don't understand the strategy behind it. When you understand the strategy of any kind of traffic you control, it's paid ads, traffic you don't control, which is like the free stuff, the goal is actually converting into traffic you own, where you can get that traffic over and over and over again for free. Like, that's the secret sauce, and that's all there in secret number 5. And we go on and on. So the first half of the book is helping you understand the strategies of funnel building, and then the last half of the book, this is people's favorite part, is I actually show you all of my top funnels, what they look like, and I break them down step by step and show you how they work and how they can apply back to your company. And then I actually give you the scripts, because every page in the funnel, there's a different type of sales script you're going to use, right? So the sales script you use on a video ad versus the landing page versus your upsell page versus your webinar, they're all different. So I actually show you the page, and then I walk you through the script we use for each of those pages. So for example, on the landing page, any landing page you have to use the who, what, why, how script. You can memorize this in about 30 seconds, but most of you don't even know it. The who, what, why, how script gives you exactly how to position your offer and get people to give you the email address and get started in the funnel. Then from there, after you get somebody to the next page, then you start transitioning to what we call, in fact, it's the next page right here. This is the OTO script. And there's the Star Story Solution script. And I go page by page, script by script, exactly what you need to be able to convert your visitors into customers. This right here is a part of the Star Story Solution script. So this isn't just a book that there are a lot of bad marketing books out there. There's a lot of bad sales books out here. This is not one. This is one where I spent a decade of my life practicing, figuring out the patterns, and then diagramming out the patterns for you so that anybody, me or you, anybody can look at this, look at the doodles and be like, oh, I know exactly how to tell my story. I know exactly how to fill in this piece of the funnel. And so all the scripts, all the funnels, everything you need to grow and launch your company is here inside the .com Secrets book. And the best thing for you is that I'm not charging you anything for this book. You can go to Amazon if you want and pay full price for it. But if you go to .comsecrets.com or click on the link down below, I'll actually send you a free copy. You just cover the shipping and handling. We'll send it out to you. And after you read this, you'll see exactly what tweaks, what changes you need to add to your company, to your business, to start growing it and start scaling it. I'm super proud of this book, and I'm excited for you to have it because it's going to change your life. And more importantly, it's going to give you the ability to get more customers and to change their lives. And so I hope you enjoyed this book. Again, go to .comsecrets.com, get your free copy now, or click on the link down below.
Yeah, that's right. Straight from Russell himself. So how about we just dive right on in, and we're going to start by reading section 1, which is Sales Funnel Secrets. Next week, or actually the next episode, which will be on Friday, we are going to go into the first secret, the first .com secret. So let's dive straight into it. So I'm just going to read to you guys. Sales Funnel Secrets. I had just gotten married that year, which meant I was one of just 2 married guys on the Boise State wrestling team. It was a spring break, and all of our friends had jumped into their cars to make the 6-hour drive to Vegas to celebrate. But Nate and I were stuck at home because of the beautiful women we had married earlier that year, and they were hard at work to support their jobless wrestling husbands. I was a sophomore, and I had been studying marketing and learning how to sell things online. But at that point, almost everything I had tried had failed. I tried selling things on eBay, but never made enough profit to cover my shipping and listing fees. I then tried drop shipping and selling things on Craigslist. And then eventually I tried becoming an affiliate selling other people's products online, yet nothing I tried seemed to work. By the third day of spring, Nate and I were bored. We needed a project, something fun to do while waiting for our wives to get home from their jobs. And that's when Nate and I had the idea. "Hey Russell, do you want to try and make a potato gun?" he asked. I had heard of potato guns before, but I'd never really seen one. He told me you could make them out of gluing PVC pipes together. When they're dry, you jam a potato down the barrel, spray hairspray into the chamber and create a little spark, and shoot them a few hundred yards. I was so excited I could barely contain myself. There was only one problem. We didn't know how to make one. So we found websites that had free potato gun plans. And during our research, we found out a bunch of interesting things. We learned you had to have the correct barrel-to-chamber volume ratio, or your potatoes wouldn't shoot very far. We found out the right propellants to use, the correct pressure for the pipes, and a lot of other important details. We also learned how to keep ourselves safe, meaning which kinds of pipes and propellants would blow up and which ones wouldn't. It didn't take long before we knew a lot about potato guns. Armed with this information, we were ready to make our first gun. We went to Home Depot and bought the things we needed, including pipes, glue, barbecue igniters, and more. We spent the next few days making the gun, and when it was finished, we found a secluded location and started shooting it. We had one of the best times of our lives. It was so much fun. We spent the rest of that week making more guns, trying out our plans, and even creating some of our own designs. During that week, we learned more about potato guns than 95% of the world would ever know. In fact, you might say we became experts. The next Monday, when school started back up, I remember sitting in a finance class wishing I was out shooting potato guns. And then I had a flash of inspiration. I thought, has anyone else besides me searched for information on how to make potato gun plans? Online, you can find websites that tell you how many searches in Google are happening each month. So I went to one of those websites, typed in the word potato gun, and found out that over 18,000 people that month had searched for the phrase potato gun. At that time, there were no products, no paid plans, and no other experts that were out there that were teaching people about potato guns. There was a lot of free stuff, but nothing for sale. It occurred to me that this was my chance. This was my opportunity to become an expert in potato guns and sell my advice. I figured I knew as much as any other potato gun expert out there, so all I needed to do was create a product and sell it. I called Nate and convinced him to help me record a demo of us making a potato gun. We borrowed a little video camera and drove up to Home Depot to start filming our first product. When we got there and started filming, someone asked us what we were doing. We told them we were recording a video about making potato guns. Well, apparently Home Depot didn't want that type of liability, so they threw us out. When we drove to another Home Depot in town, and this time we went into stealth mode, I hid the camera under my jacket and pulled it out and started recording it as we were buying and picking up the supplies. We returned home and filmed ourselves assembling the guns. We described each step as we did it, shared the secret barrel-to-chamber ratios we'd discovered, told them about our favorite propellants, and instructed them on how to keep safe. Eventually, we had a video explaining the whole process. When we turned our homemade video into a DVD, we sold it online. I remember being so excited that I was going to have my own product selling online. We burned a bunch of copies of our new DVD, got a website set up, added an add to cart button, connected it to a shopping cart, and then went to Google to start buying some ads. I turned off my ads that morning, thinking that I had missed the opportunity of the internet. It was no longer for the little guys like me. I spent the next few weeks feeling sorry for myself, and then one day I got a call from one of my friends, Mike. He had had a similar business to mine, selling information products online. "Hey man, have you recovered from the slap yet?" he asked. "No, I turned off all my ads. I'm not sure what to do now," I responded. I could then hear him smiling from the other end of the line. "Dude, we figured it out. I know how to make your ads work again." "What? How?" I asked. "Did you know that when you go to McDonald's, they spend $1.91 in advertising to get people into the drive-thru? That means that when you sell a burger for $2.09, they only make 18 cents. "No," I responded. "But what does that have to do with my website?" "Well, after you order your burger, they have their cashiers ask the magic question. Do you want fries and a Coke with that? They charge $1.77 more for this upsell, but they make, and more importantly, they keep $1.32 profit from anyone who takes this upsell. That's 8 times the profit from the initial sale." I could tell he was excited, but I didn't understand what this had to do with me. He went on to tell me that after he got hit from the Google slap, he decided he needed to have his own upsells, like McDonald's. He went on. His ad costs had gone up, so if he could get his profits to go up 8 times, then he could buy his ads and he would be profitable. I could barely control my excitement. But wait, what would I sell for my OTO, I asked. I only have a potato gun DVD. What other value could you give them, Russell, he asked. After they have DVDs, what else could you do to serve them? After thinking for a minute, I said, well, the biggest complaint I get from my customers is that they have to go out and buy the pipes, the barbecue igniters, and all the supplies to make the guns. "Yes!" he shouted. "That's perfect. After they buy your DVD, then you make them a special offer to have you ship them a kit with everything they need to make their potato guns." Without even knowing it, I had built my first sales funnel. And by doing it, I was able to do 2 amazing things. First, give my customers a better experience. By making the special offer for the potato gun kits, I was able to serve them at a much higher level than I had before. And secondly, spend a lot more money to acquire the customer. Even when spending $3 or more per click, I was able to remain profitable. Although I didn't have any competitors in the potato gun market, I had learned a valuable principle. Dan Kennedy said it best. Ultimately, the business that is able to spend the most to acquire a customer wins. A business beats its competition by making the same prospect worth more to his business than that of his competition. Because each of my customers was worth more, I could spend more to get those customers. Anyone else who was in that market with me would have gone out of business with the increased cost in ads, but I was able to flourish and take all the traffic for myself. After seeing how this simple funnel changed my business overnight, I knew that I could apply it to any company and dramatically increase how much money they would make from each of their customers. I became slightly obsessed and started launching funnels in dozens of different industries. I had funnels selling speed reading courses, baby sign language books, couponing classes, dating courses, supplements, physical products, weight loss training, network marketing, apps, and more. During that time, we were innovating and trying to keep up with the crazy ideas from other types of funnels because the basic one I just showed you. We tested hundreds of ideas and found dozens of types of funnels that can be used for different situations. In section 2, I will show you the main 10 funnels that I use daily in my companies and the companies I consult. Each one has a different purpose for acquiring customers, ascending them, and monetizing them. And by using each, can help you geometrically grow your company. Outside of my own companies, I started to share these funnels with other types of businesses in every category that you can dream of, from information to physical product sellers to service-based businesses, including local brick and mortar style companies. People often ask me, Russell, does my business need a funnel? To which I always respond, only if your company needs leads or sales. If you want to generate leads, there are funnels for that. And if you want to sell products, there are funnels for that. Funnels will grow any company. Your goal is to figure out which funnels are right for your specific situation. Most people start with one funnel to acquire new customers and then build other funnels to help them make more money on autopilot for each of the leads that they get. So what is Most websites have so many buttons, so many calls to action, and so many menus leading to hundreds of different pages that the only thing that the website really does well is to confuse people. A funnel, on the other hand, is created to be simple. From the outside, it may look like a website, but you'll notice that each page and each step only has one call to action. There is strategy behind what page someone sees first, and then the journey you take them on. It's similar to hiring the best salesperson, putting them outside your store, and then each person who walks by, they ask them for their name and contact information. After they have that, then they ask the person what it is they're looking for. When they find out, they take the person on a journey through the store, bypassing the dozens of things that distract them, and helping them find the exact thing they're looking for. After a salesperson gives them exactly what they're looking for, they can upsell them on other products or services that perfectly complement the original purchase and will help serve the customer at a higher level. When a salesperson takes someone through a funnel like this, two things happen. Now that you understand the basics behind what a funnel is, I want to walk you through a framework that I call the secret formula. Inside each of the chapters in section 1, I'm going to go deeper into each piece of this process, but I wanted to introduce it to you now so you know where we're heading in this section. The secret formula asks 4 simple questions that serve as the guide for everything we'll be doing inside of this book. Those 4 simple questions will not only be the framework for section 1, but everything else you learn inside of this book will fit somewhere inside of that structure. There are 4 questions that I can ask anyone who hires me for personal consultations. At the time of writing, companies pay me $100,000 per day to help them understand and implement this formula, as well as the funnels and scripts that move them through the value ladder. Now, while I know you didn't pay anywhere near that to learn this information and go through this process, I recommend that you treat this and all of the exercises in this book as if you did invest the full amount. If you do, you will get a lot more out of the process. I'm going to take you through this book. And this book will become like a private $100,000 consultation with me. Let me now walk you deeper through the process we call the secret formula. So for next week's episode, we're going to jump straight in to secret number 1, the secret formula. And this is going to start us on page 16 of the new book. So remember, you can get your very own free copy of .com Secrets at leadershipmade.com/DCS. If you go to my link and buy it, I will throw in a ton of extra bonuses, including access to all of these trainings and extra coaching with me. So